What's up, YouTube? Spawny here again. Today I'm going to go over a deck profile with you guys again off of my dueling network. Today we're going to be talking about Post-Bosh Performapals or Post-Bosh PePe, whatever you'd like to call it. This deck has been tearing shit up in the OCG. Um, just a lot of surge power. There's like combinations where you can go plus 15. I haven't done enough testing with this deck to tell you exactly what that combination is, but I know there is a way to do it. But without further ado, we're going to get into the deck profile. It's a really interesting deck, and this will be all legal as opposed to Bosch. So, started off with double effect Valor. While Valor might be garbage in this current format, when this deck starts tearing things up, it's going to be a really good card, stopping your opponent's Ptolemaios, wizards, and jokers, other such things like that, Ignister plays, etc. Valor is going to be a very, very strong card in this coming format. Double damage juggler. Well, in current PePe, this is a staple of 3. As the new PePe comes in and becomes more Performapal based, as this can only search Perform Mages, we cut this down to 2. Seeing as we only play 6 Perform Mages in total now, but we want to be able to search out our plush fires, so we still play the 2 damage jugglers. Play the complementary 1 hat tricker, just because it's still a decent card. Double Vector. This card is really good again in the mirror match, stopping your opponent's monkeyboards, guiturtles, luster pendulums, etc., etc. Triple Ariadne. This card is actually really, really strong. It's one of the main components of the deck that I like because you can pop it off to search. You can basically pot of duality 3 trap cards. Your opponent selects one of them, and you add it to 3 counter trap cards. Your opponent selects one, it gets added to your hand. As you can see, we play 6 counter trap cards down here. So this lets you go for any of them, and then its pendulum effect is you don't have to pay any life points to activate counter trap cards. And you don't have to discard anything to activate them, but none of these discard anyway. Triple Luster Pendulum because the card's insane and it lets you go into Draco Slayer down here, or Ignister. So this card's insane. If you open it up, you're more than likely starting off strong already. Well, 1 Mirror Conductor just for damage step shenanigans. This card's really not as important in this variant of PePe, but it's still a strong card to go on with. Double Plush Fire, seeing as we don't play as many Perform Mages in this build, and this can't summon itself, I cut this down to 2. I was playing 3 for a little while, but you don't need 3, so I cut it to 2, and it's been working fine. 1 copy of guiturtle and 2 copies of Lizard Draw. These are your main high scales. Some people like 2 guiturtle, 1 Lizard Draw, or just 1 and 1, or some people even like just Lizard Draw, no guiturtle at all. I personally think guiturtle is too important not to run because there's a combo you can go where you activate guiturtle and you activate Lizard Draw. You draw off guiturtle, you pop off Lizard Draw, draw a card, activate monkeyboard, draw a card off guiturtle, and then you search off of monkeyboard. So a lot of plussing there. This when you activate a Performapal card in your other Pendulum zone, you get to draw a card. And then a Lizard Draw, if you have a Performapal card in your other Pendulum zone, you can pop him to draw a card. So it's like a little upstart goblin, and this just lets you go crazy plus. Triple Monkeyboard, this card's insane, but even on itself, granted the fact that it's level 6 is a bit inconvenient because you normally can't Pendulum summon level 6, but you really only use it for its scale purpose, considering unless you have a Performapal in your other Pendulum zone, it becomes scale 4, but worry not, because the turn it's activated, you can add a level 4 to lower Performapal monster from your deck to your hand, so it's a one-time scout, so you can basically search for any of your scales. Normally you'll go like monkeyboard and like search like Lizard Draw and then Pendulum summon all your guys. This guy, the card that's been the most talked about card in Yu-Gi-Oh right now. Performapal Pendulum Wizard, the card that pushed this deck over the tier 1 limit, which is kind of hard to break, is none other than this card right here. This card's really, really insane, seeing as when it's special summoned, you get to destroy 2 cards you control, and then add the same number of Performapal monsters with different names to your deck to your hand as the cards you destroyed. And seeing also if Performapals or Pendulum summon to your field, they all gain 1,000 attack until the end of the turn. This card just promotes OTKs and just extra unnecessary plussing that just makes this deck absolutely disgusting to play against. And then a 3 Joker, because who wouldn't want to be able to search out any Performapal card in your entire deck. Next is this card, Clash of the Draco Rivals. This card's really good because opening it especially is really good. You get to reveal a Luster Pendulum and a Vector because it has to be a Draco Slayer and a Draco Overlord. Your opponent randomly chooses one of them, and the one they choose you place in either your Pendulum Zone or you special summon it, and the other one goes to your face-up extra deck. So it fills your extra deck and gets you a scale. Plus, while thinning your deck in the process, it's really good. One Twin Twister. You probably could play multiples of this if you wanted to. I just don't feel like more than one is needed, at least in testing so far. Only one's been needed in the main deck. I do side a second copy, but I've one in the main deck's been fine. It's really good. It's gonna replace MST. Even though I'm still siding it, just because just dump a card and destroy 2 Speller Traps. It's a 1-card answer to all their Pendulum skills. And triple Wavering Eyes, if you resolve this for 4 in the mirror match, more than likely you're going to be winning that game just because of how aggressive this deck is. Like, they have to be able to complete their turn to keep up, and if you can Wavering Eyes them for 4, unless they have like a monkeyboard in hand that they haven't yet activated, you're more than likely going to be winning that game. Double Grand Horn, some people just like 1. I like Grand Horn because it allows me to resolve more Ariadnes, having 6 counter traps. Means that I can resolve Ariadne 4 times, versus with 5 counter traps, I can only resolve it 3 times. I like being able to resolve Ariadne 4 times because there is sometimes you can actually do that, and plus that way if you draw a counter trap, you have still more Ariadne searches. Triple Solemn Notice, this is probably the second most talked about card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now, just because it's the next big thing. It's the next Solemn Warning, next Solemn Judgment, whatever. Whenever a monster would be special summoned or an effect is activated, you pay 1,500 points to negate the special summon or activation and destroy the card. It hits all Pendulums, so they go Pendulum 5, you flip Solemn Notice, you pay 15, they lose everything. But if you have Ariadne in the Pendulum Zone, you don't have to pay a damn point. And Solemn Warning because it's still a good card. That's it for the main deck. Moving on to the side deck, we play the 3rd copy of Effect Failure because it's really good in the mirror match. Double Ghost Ogre because it's good against their monkey boards and whatnot. Triple Max C because this deck special summons a ton, so in the mirror match, if you can Max C them, more than likely you can get 4 to 5 draws if they decide to take take the Max C challenge. Triple MST just because it's good hitting their set cards because more than all you're really going to play against the mirror match mainly. So hitting their set cards is really good, and hitting their scales, like when they activate Luster Pendulum, just getting rid of it, or when they activate like monkeyboard and get rid of it. And hitting their back rows is more than likely their back rows are going to be one of these 3 cards right here. Regeki because it's Regeki, a 2nd copy of Twin Twister because it's really good. Triple Anti-Spell Fragrance. Now you may be like, whoa, wait, this is a Pendulum deck, right? Like, we don't want to like shut off our own Pendulum zones. The reasoning behind this is somewhat the same reasoning as Mistake in Necro's last format. The reasoning behind this is, and the way it's a little bit different, is this deck is much faster than Necro's and much more aggressive and can put a ton of damage on board with a ton of protection. So the reasoning behind this is in the mirror match, if you go first and you open this, you do your combo, you set up your board with like Infinity, Ignister, and like a Pendulum monster, and then you just standby phase, activate Anti-Spell, and if they don't have MST or Twin Twister, they lose. And then Grand Horn, and they can't Regeki you that turn either. And then a 3rd copy of Grand Horn also to go in the mirror matches because it's searchable by Ariadne and it's really good in the mirror match. Extra deck, Draco Power, Dinosaur Powerful, the Mighty Draco Slayer. This card's like a Gladiator Beast fusion monster. It requires a Draco Slayer Pendulum monster and a Pendulum monster. Basically what it does is Pendulum monsters you control and your Pendulum zones can't be destroyed. And then once returning specials by battle or opponent's card effects. And then once returning special summon a Draco Slayer Pendulum monster from your hand or graveyard. Really good card, and the fact that you can just contact fusion into this is really good. Double Ignister, you only need 2 for this variant. Much like the Magician PePe build I uploaded yesterday. This card's really powerful. It's one of the dumbest cards ever created right now, and it's one of the best cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! At the moment. Castel because it's staple, Infinity and Nova because we play Ptolemaeus as well. Infinity's just absolutely amazing, just so much protection, especially if like you side into anti-spell and you go into Infinity, you can just protect your anti-spell. If like they have the MST, it's really really good. Play the Cybernova to go into the Infinity, Digusto Emerald to recycle things, Dark Rebellion to get over big monsters, Diamond Dire to pop off problem cards and clear space, Cowboy to finish them off if we can't quite OTK them. Double Magister, just because it's really, really good. Genix Neutron for any Pendulum monster during the end phase, and summon a free Luster Pendulum from face up extra deck. Trapeze Magician, while you only play a couple different spellcasters, you'll still most of the time be able to go into this and just promote OTKs. Joker, Wizard, and all your Perform Mages are spellcasters, so you do have multiple different ways to get into this card. And if you do, you can normally OTK them. Diamond and Ptolemaeus. Diamond's just for the Ptolemaeus. I guess if you randomly play against Burning Abyss, you could make this, but you probably don't need. Oh, you probably don't need to. But and then the Ptolemaeus. That's the deck, guys. This deck's really, really strong. It's going to be all legal as of Bosh. If you haven't seen it played, go check it out. It's on YouTube. I might upload some videos with it later. I'll definitely be doing a deck profile of this when Bosh comes out. Me and my friend are contemplating buying some cases of Bosh and splitting them just because to get all these stuff, Solemn Notices, Pendulum Wizards, Ariadnes, monkeyboards, etc., Infinities, all that good stuff. But we are. That's it for now. Let me know if there's any other decks you guys want to see. I'm actually really enjoying doing these deck profiles on DN. So if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, let me know. Let me know if there's like decks you guys want me to make or want me to profile. I have like a ton of decks over here. There's just a lot of different decks. I have like retro stuff, unlimited stuff, um, just Therio stuff too. So there's a lot of different decks I have over here. But let me guys know what you want to see. And as always, take care, guys. Until next time, Spawny out.